It is Marketing Edge on TV, Nigeria's leading initiative in the business of brand management and the management of brand business. A 30-minute awesome package that comprises brand news, brand focus and industry conversation, all in a mix encompassing thorough and in-depth analysis aimed at promoting the brand idea. I am OLOWOLA. Welcome to the program.
Marketing Edge on TV, promoting the brand idea.
We begin with brand news, where we bring you the latest development around brands and the field of marketing and advertising in Nigeria and around the world. The 9th Lagos Digital PR Summit, held in Lagos in collaboration with the Nigerian Institute of Public Relations, NIPR, and Opticom, brought together communications professionals, industry leaders, and PR enthusiasts to explore strategies for building genuine connections in today's evolving digital landscape. Speakers at the summit underscored the importance of leveraging artificial intelligence and other digital tools to address PR challenges, while also advocating for a paradigm shift towards a more transformative professional culture.
NIPR as a body has been navigating through the digital space, and we want others to realize that they can gain, by imbibing or coming in to this digital space with a clear communication.
These days we're speaking to tailored messaging. We're not speaking to generic conversations. We're not speaking to generic messaging. We're not speaking to one size fits all. We're speaking to you understanding your audience, understanding where you can find them, understanding the time you can engage with them, understanding the language that they want you to communicate with them. And all of that you put together to be able to drive that perfect engagement.
I spoke on artificial narrow intelligence, general intelligence, and super intelligence. Okay, every PR agency worth its salt must, of necessity, have their own artificial narrow intelligence agent, specifically built for that challenge that they want to solve.
President and CEO of Opticom Marketing Company, Segun Makmedo, highlighted the need for human connection in digital communication, stressing that it remains at the core of effective PR practice.
Now, everything seems to be automated, right? So you have default responses and all of that. But there is that human connection that is very, very important. Sometimes when people are responding to your message, you almost certainly know that this is not, because for instance, if you know me well enough, you know my manner, you will know the way I talk. You will know the way, some words that I use. But when you see some communications from me, you may be like, this is not Segun, you understand? So that part of it, that human touch, that human element is what we have come to extract.
The summit featured keynote sessions, panel discussions, and a masterclass, with entertainment also playing a major role. The event's highlight was the award ceremony, where several brands and individuals were recognized for exceptional audience engagement. Dettol won the Best Brand Advocacy Campaign Award, while Abike Dabiri was named Emerging Public Affairs Digital Leader. The Nigerian Customs Service also received the Best Engagement with Citizens Award, amongst others. Flour Mills of Nigeria PLC, the country's largest food processing company, has announced a bold $1 billion investment strategy to drive its expansion across Africa. The chairman of Flour Mills of Nigeria, John Carmen Torres, outlined the company's plan to capitalize on the African Continental Free Trade Area as part of its shift from a national player to a pan-African powerhouse. He explained that key elements of the plan include a $500 million investment to quadruple sugar production in Niger State and $100 million towards a new cassava processing plant to reduce Nigeria's reliance on imported cassava starch. According to him, flour mills, which faced rising raw material costs amounting to 1.8 trillion naira in 2023 and 2024, will also restructure its operations, consolidating its 22 business units in 5 entities. This move aims to attract more technical and financial partners. That was brand news. Next is branding focus after the break.
Mommy, there's something under my bed. Mommy, I cannot sleep. Mommy, I'm having nightmares. Mommy, my dog cannot sleep. Mommy, do you know I snore? I'm not snoring. You don't want to snore. You're the one that is snoring. I don't snore. You snore.
Okay, come in.
Ooh, yeah, 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 yeah. Happy family, happy home. You know in every room there's a Muka, yeah. Get comfort, stay refreshed. Choose Muka mattress, sleep better, live better, Muka.
Wow.
Welcome to Cafe with Daddy. What would you like to order, please?
I would like some pancakes with some spread.
And you?
I'd like a slice of toast and spread.
Golden penny spread, oh. Easy to spread, oh. Good for the kids, oh. The man no go worry.
Hold on, kiddos.
Thanks to Golden Penny Spread, easy to spread and good for the family.
Mama like
Golden Penny Spread, easy to spread and good for the family.
Marketing Edge on TV, promoting the bright idea.
Now on branding focus. The 2024 Customer Service Week has come and gone, and during the event, Nigerian products and service brands, like their counterparts all over the world, celebrated the annual event real-time and across all media platforms with fanfare. Beyond the glitz, glamour, and razzmatazz during the globally acclaimed event, some of the questions that truly agitated the minds of most consumers are: where is the justification for some of these jamborees? Why are many Nigerian consumers still having unresolved disappointing experiences with poor service deliveries and poor product offerings across sectors, including telecoms, banking, fast-moving consumer goods, and aviation, amongst many others? Rather than bridge the gap between promise and reality, the chasm between brands and their customers has continued to widen, which makes every brand initiative presented by most brand owners look like a mere jamboree. For businesses and brands to thrive in a country like Nigeria with well over 200 million people, the need to prioritize consumer centricity cannot be overemphasized. Despite intense competition, companies that truly understand and cater to the needs of their customers are the ones making waves and achieving success in the country's dynamic market. Feelers emanating from the industry reveal that beyond the facade of these festivities, fanfare and media cacophony surrounding Customer Service Week, many Nigerian businesses and brands treat the occasion as a mere symbolic gesture, lacking genuine commitment to delivering quality customer service. While some industry watchers posit that their actions are driven by self-interest, seeking to draw attention to themselves, others accuse them of disregarding the pressing issues and feedback from customers, ultimately neglecting the very people they serve. while regulatory bodies like the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration, NAFDAC, the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission, FCCPC, and the Nigeria Communication Commission, NCC, are actively addressing complaints. Experts caution that businesses shouldn't rely solely on regulatory intervention. They need to take a proactive approach by improving customer service, addressing complaints promptly, and delivering on their promises to bridge the growing gap between brands and their customers. That was Brand in Focus. Next is Industry Conversation, where we have discussions with industry thought leaders. Today we'll be having the concluding part of our conversation with the managing partner at Zenera Consulting, MEKA OLOWOLA. Join me after the break.
Mommy, there's something under my bed. Mommy, I cannot sleep. Mommy, I'm having nightmares. Mommy, my dog cannot sleep. Mommy, do you know I snore? I'm not snoring, you don't snore. That one that is snoring. I don't snore, you snore.
Okay, come in.
Ooh, yeah, 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 yeah. Happy family, happy home. You know in every room there's a MEKA, yeah. Get comfort, stay refreshed. Choose MEKA mattress. Sleep better, live better, MEKA.
In the heart of Nigeria's bustling financial landscape, a story unfolds. A tale of global transformation, strategic innovation, and profound impact. This is the story and the legacy of Nigeria's most innovative bank and foremost financial institution, Wema Bank. Wema Bank was founded on May 2nd, 1945, under the old name of Agbomagbe Bank Limited. The bank was renamed Wema Bank in 1969. Marking the launch of the bank's rise to prominence. From being listed on the Nigerian Stock Exchange in 1990 to being granted a universal banking license by the Central Bank of Nigeria in February 2001, and then becoming a regional bank in 2009, the bank made steady progress over the years. A significant part of Wema Bank's journey was the upgrade of its regional banking license to a national license in 2015. This milestone spearheaded the beginning of a revolutionary decade in the Wema Bank journey. The first 2 years after the upgrade saw the bank re-strategize and innovate to create more and better solutions to positively impact the lives of customers and support their goals. The first and arguably the biggest of these innovative solutions created since becoming a national bank was the launch of Africa's first fully digital bank, Alert, in 2017. Through the game-changing Alert platform, Wema Bank redefined banking through a wide array of reliable, seamless, and intersectional banking services, all accessible on Alert, making Alert a one-stop app for every financial need. To the youth, we are an enabler of goals. To the underprivileged and underrepresented, we are an equalizer. To the established, we are a driver for greater success. To the businesses, we are a partner like none other. To the finance industry, we are the leading light and the pace setters. To the nation, we are champions of development. To the world, we are facilitators of innovation, empowerers of communities, and promoters of sustainability. And to us, you are everything. This journey is just getting started. Join us as we redefine the standards of banking and financial services in Africa and make an indelible contribution to shaping the future. Remember, we are with you all the way.
Marketing Edge on TV, promoting the bright idea.
Welcome back to Industry Conversation. We have been speaking with the managing partner at Zenera Consulting, Mr. MEKA OLOWOLA. So let's talk about your firm,
yes.
Zenera Consulting.
Okay.
I know that recently you hit a milestone age. Now, what would you say has been the strength for your growth? You know, more like the strength behind your growth of the agency or the firm.
All right. People have been the bedrock of our success. God Almighty, first and foremost, and then the people that we've been blessed with at the agency. You know, so we have at least 2 individuals who have been with us since inception. You know, and it helps also for longevity when you have people who understand the culture, who understand, the clients, understand, the history, and being able to come up with that resilience that we've been able to exhibit over the years. Our clients also, we've been fortunate with the set of clients that we have in terms of partnership. We see our clients as partners and not just people that we have to serve to make ends meet, and that has really impacted on the way they perceive us, also the service that we provide and the support that we give to them. So we have all our clients from inception still existing, except those who have either moved out of the country or have changed lines of businesses, right? So we've been very fortunate in that regard as well. One of the things that we set out to do from inception was to evolve a service delivery methodology that is able to service not just the local terrain, but international as well. So when I was in paid deployment, I noticed that as we got more sophisticated and more aggressive in our international forays, we needed to retain the services of advisors, consultants, and agencies in those markets. We listed in the Johannesburg Stock Exchange. From there, we went to London. We had conversations with the New York Stock Exchange. We listed in the TSX in Canada. There were a lot of, those international exports of our services and products, right? Okay. But every time we went to those locations, we realized that we didn't have the robustness that we needed from our support system to be able to deliver on a world-class scale, right? And we said, when we're coming to form Zenera Consulting, we will make sure that we fill that gap, right? And so that's what we've done from the get-go. We said we are going to provide world-class services, right from the outset. And we've been able to do that to our clients. So many of our clients don't see the need to retain the services of multiple agencies when they go out, right? To either raise money for different stock exchanges or different markets, right? Or use any instrument. So that has been instrumental to the success that we've been engraced with.
Still talking about Zenera, now,
yes.
What should the industry expect from you, from Zenera? Not you directly, but from the agency Zenera in the next 5-10 years?
So there's we're deepening our strategy offering, management consulting. And this is one of the evolutions that I mentioned earlier on, right? Okay. That organizations need to embrace, right, to continue to stay relevant. Right now, the industry is such that brands or clients are no longer looking for advertising agency or media buying agency or digital media agency or PR agencies. They're looking for partners. They're looking for, management consultants. They're looking at people who we offer them expert advice on other areas other than communication, right? Okay. You need to go in and start to outperform expectation. You need to go in and start to have conversations around, what is impacting on the business as a whole, right? Sometimes it's not advertising or communication as a whole, whether it's PR or digital, that will fix some of the problems that they have, right? Okay. So we've seen increasingly that we are sitting with clients on the table and we are x-raying their processes, dimensioning the issues that they're facing, and seeing that it's not necessarily one that will be fixed by advertising or by marketing, by increasing your marketing spend. Sometimes those issues are very insidious, right? And you need to examine them carefully to even unearth what the problems are. And sometimes it's just how is your governance structure positioned to be able to cater for you in the next growth phase, right? Are you prepared to handle effectively the changes in the market? Are you positioned, right, for succession? How you plan for, to change your board if anything happens in the peradventure, right, and eventuality occurs? How are you prepared to be able to move on very swiftly, right? These are not conversations that typically happen when you're discussing advertising campaigns or marketing campaigns, right? But increasingly, we're bringing all of those conversations to bear. So we will be partnering a lot more with agents, with clients in that direction. We will also go more international, right? After 11 years operating here, we're looking at international markets as well to be able to upskill, right, our own competencies, be able to, deepen our own exposure. When I say ours, our talents in-house, give them international exposure, and also be able to attract revenues, right, that are based in foreign currencies.
Now, what is one indelible lesson that you would say that the industry has taught you in the course of your career trajectory?
Without thinking very hard, is adaptability. To be able to evolve, to be able to have the resilience that you need, right, to continue to thrive in every situation. Yeah, so we've seen a lot, but I would encapsulate everything in adaptability. You must be able to adapt. And it's not just in our own industry. Anywhere you find yourself in, where is the industry going and how am I positioned to evolve with it or even outperform it?
Just before I let you go, what would you say is your favorite industry mantra?
I think is evolve or die.
Again? Is this still this evolution thing?
Yeah, yes. Okay. Because, and if you look at it again, without going into my background, right? Species all over the universe have had to evolve or they will go extinct. Do you understand? So there's a lot of changes that happen in the biological ecosystem that species have to be resilient about. They have to evolve, right? So there will be natural occurrences, there will be flooding, there will be earthquakes, there will be fires, there will be all sorts of, natural occurrences that will actually force the adaptability on species. And if they don't, they'll cease to exist. So we have a number of, species that we knew before, right, that we read about in history books that don't exist even within the last 1,000 years, for example. It's the same thing with professionalism, right? It's the same thing with whatever industry that you're participating in. You must be able to learn, understand the times, read the clients, read the climate, and know that these are the things that you need to do to self-develop, right? To have a growth mindset, to continue to evolve, to continue to read, to continue to, enhance your capacity to deliver, right? Capacity to understand, So it takes even a discerning spirit to be able to even know that these are the things that are likely to happen, that I need to be prepared for. Do you understand? Because you can't prepare for what you don't even know it's coming, right? So all of that is very important for everyone to get on board. And you know, I don't care what you're doing right now. You need to evolve
or you die.
We'll be reading your obituary.
That's a very hard one. All right, it's been an absolute joy speaking with you on the program. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Bukola.
Thank you.
Pleasure is mine.
All right, great. And so you have heard it. You either evolve or you die. Why? Because we don't know where the industry is going, and you need to be prepared in order to outperform it. And that's how much we can take on this week's episode of Marketing Edge on TV. Join us same time for another informative episode. I'm OLOWOLA Bukola Omoni. Bye for now.